You ever wake up feeling like you didn't sleep at all? Like your body's heavy, your mind's foggy, and the day's already weighing you down? I'm an old fella myself, and let me tell you, I used to think that was just part of getting older. But what if I told you the problem might be hiding in the one place you feel safest, your bedroom? Stick with me, because I'm about to share 5 simple things that could be stealing your rest, your energy, even your spark. And by the end, you'll know exactly how to take it all back. Your bedroom's your sanctuary, isn't it? That quiet corner where the world fades away, where you close your eyes and let the day go. For us folks over 60, it's more than a room. It's where our body heals, where our heart finds peace. But as the years pile up, our bodies change. Sleep gets trickier, aches linger, and little things we never noticed before, they start shouting loud. I've been there, waking up tired, wondering why I felt worse than when I went to bed. Then I learned something that changed everything. Sometimes it's not age slowing us down, it's what's in our bedroom. Let's walk through 5 things that might be working against you, and I promise, the fixes are easier than you think. Ready? Let's dive in. Number 5, that old pillow you love. Let's start with something close to your heart, literally. That pillow you lay your head on every night, the one that feels like a trusted friend. Maybe it's soft and worn, shaped just right from years of cradling your dreams. I've got one like that myself, been with me through long nights and early mornings, a quiet comfort when the world felt heavy. But here's a question I need you to sit with. When's the last time you gave that pillow a good, hard look? Not just a quick glance, but really thought about what it's holding on to? Because, friend, I learned something the hard way. That pillow you love might be working against you, stealing the rest you need. Now, don't get me wrong. I'm not here to make you toss out something dear. But let's talk about what happens to a pillow over time. Every night, as you sleep, your body sheds tiny bits of skin, nothing strange, just part of being human. Those bits collect inside your pillow, and along come dust mites, little critters too small to see. They love warm, cozy spots, and your pillow's like a 5-star hotel for them. They munch away, and what do they leave behind? Their droppings. Yes, I know it's an ugly word, but it's the truth. Those droppings float into the air you breathe, settling into your nose, your throat, maybe even your lungs. Ever wake up sneezing, your nose all stuffed up, and you figure it's just the season changing? I used to blame the cottonwood trees outside my window, but then I realized it wasn't the trees. It was my pillow, stirring up trouble while I slept. For us folks past 60, our bodies notice these things more. Our sinuses get touchy, our immune system's pickier. That stuffy feeling, those itchy eyes, that dry throat first thing in the morning, it's not always a cold or allergies. It's your pillow talking, and it's not saying nice things. And here's something else that got me thinking, mold. Where I live, the air's humid, and pillows soak up moisture like a sponge. Sweat, maybe a little drool, we've all been there. Over time, that dampness can breed mold spores, so tiny you'd never spot them. But they're there, creeping into the air you breathe for hours every night. I started waking up some days feeling like my head was full of fog, like I couldn't think straight. I'd wonder, is this just age catching up? But mold can do that. It drags you down, makes you tired, even messes with your breathing if you've got asthma or sensitive lungs. Then there's your skin. Your pillow's right up against your face, night after night, touching your cheeks, your forehead. If it's holding on to old sweat, oils, bacteria, maybe a bit of cream you didn't wash off, that builds up. I noticed redness on my jawline once, little patches that wouldn't quit, and I thought, maybe it's the soap or the weather. But it was my pillow, pressing all that gunk back into my skin while I slept. Our skin's not as tough as it was in our younger years. It's softer now, more delicate. Doesn't it deserve a clean place to rest? I know what you're thinking. My pillow's fine. I washed the case. I told myself that too. I'd toss the pillowcase in the laundry, give the pillow a fluff, and call it good. But the trouble's not on the surface. It's deep inside, where you can't see. I held onto my old pillow for years, partly because it felt like a piece of me. It had been there through late-night worries, mornings when the sun felt like a gift. But one day, I took a leap and replaced it, and let me tell you, it was like a new day dawning. My nose felt clearer, my head lighter. I wasn't fighting to breathe through congestion anymore. Sleep wasn't just sleep, it was rest, the kind that makes you feel alive again. So here's my gentle nudge for you today. Check your pillow. If it's more than 2 years old, it's time for a change. You don't need anything fancy, just something hypoallergenic, a word that means it keeps out dust mites, mold, and bacteria. They're not too pricey, and they make a world of difference, especially if your skin's sensitive or allergies bother you. Can't let go yet? Get a protective cover, one you can zip tight and wash in hot water every week. It's a small step, but oh, it's mighty. Clearer breathing, calmer skin, deeper nights. Your bedroom's your safe place, isn't it? The spot where you heal, where you recharge. At our age, we've earned that kind of rest. Don't let an old pillow rob you of it. Take that first step, and I promise, you'll feel the difference in your bones. Number 4, clutter under the bed. You ever catch yourself shoving something under the bed thinking, out of sight, out of mind? I'll raise my hand first. I've done it plenty. Old boxes of letters, holiday decorations I only pull out once a year, even a pair of boots I swear I'll wear again someday. It's easy to tuck things away and forget them, isn't it? That space under the bed feels like a secret storage spot, a place to hide life's extras. But let me share something I wish I'd known years ago. That clutter's not just sitting there quietly. It's messing with your sleep, your breathing, maybe even your peace of mind, in ways you'd never guess. Let's start with the obvious, dust. When's the last time you ran a broom under your bed? If you're like me, it's probably been a while. That dark, forgotten corner is a magnet for dust bunnies, and with them come those pesky dust mites we talked about before. They love it down there, feasting on the skin we shed while we sleep. Their droppings, sorry to bring it up again, float up into the air you breathe, especially at night when you're lying just inches above. Ever wake up with a runny nose or a throat so dry it hurts to swallow? You might think it's a bug you caught, but it could be the dusty air rising from under your bed, sneaking into your lungs while you dream. For us older folks, our bodies don't brush off irritants like they used to. A little dust can turn into a big problem, leaving you tired before the day even starts. But it's not just about dust. Here's something I didn't expect until I saw it for myself. Clutter blocks the air your room needs to stay fresh. Your bedroom should feel alive, with air moving freely, especially at night when you're resting. But when you've got boxes, bags, or old suitcases crammed under there, it's like putting a lid on a pot. The air gets trapped. Stale, musty. I used to wake up some mornings feeling like I was breathing through a straw, like the room itself was heavy. I'd wonder, is it me or is something off? Then I cleared out under my bed, and it was like the whole room took a deep breath. Sleep felt different, lighter, cleaner, like my body wasn't fighting to rest anymore. And here's something deeper, something that surprised me. Clutter has a way of weighing on your mind, even when you're asleep. You can't see it, your eyes are closed, but your brain knows it's there. Piles of stuff, unfinished business, chaos just out of reach. It's like trying to relax with a stack of bills on the table, staring you down. I read once that sleep experts say clutter under the bed can make your dreams restless, even stir up tension you don't realize you're carrying. I tested it myself one weekend, pulled everything out, gave the floor a good sweep. That night, I slept so deep it was like I was 20 years younger. My mind felt quieter, like the room itself was at peace. I know it's tempting to keep using that space for storage. Who doesn't need a little extra room? But at our age, we've got to be kind to ourselves, don't we? Our bodies need clean air, our minds need calm. So here's what I'm asking. Take a look under your bed today. You don't have to do a big overhaul, just peek and ask, do I really need this here? If you can clear it out completely, let the air flow, let the dust go. If you must store something, use sealed plastic bins, not cardboard or fabric that traps more dust. Then give the floor a quick vacuum. It's not about making it perfect, it's about making it better. Try sleeping just one night with nothing under your bed. You might wake up feeling lighter, like the world's a little easier to face. Doesn't that sound like a gift worth giving yourself? Your rest is precious. Let's make sure it's protected. Number 3, scented candles and air fresheners. There's nothing like walking into a room that smells good, is there? A whiff of lavender, a hint of fresh linen. It's like a warm hug from your bedroom. I used to love lighting a candle before bed, letting that soft glow and sweet scent wrap around me like a blanket. I'd plug in an air freshener too, thinking I was making my room a haven. But one day, someone wiser than me asked a question that stopped me in my tracks. Do you know what's in those scents? I didn't, and what I found out changed everything. Those pleasant smells might be hiding something that's hurting you, especially for us folks who've seen a few more winters. Let's get to the heart of it. Most candles and air fresheners aren't as innocent as they seem. They're packed with chemicals, things called volatile organic compounds, a mouthful, I know. In plain talk, it means they release stuff into the air that doesn't just vanish. Those chemicals settle into your sheets, your curtains, even the air you breathe all night long. Ever wake up with a headache that feels like it's sitting right behind your eyes? Or maybe your chest feels tight, your throat scratchy, and you figure it's just another allergy day? I used to chalk it up to getting older, but then I learned those symptoms could be coming from the very scents I thought were helping me relax. For us over 60, our lungs and sinuses don't take kindly to irritants anymore. What we could handle years ago can hit us hard now, sneaking into our rest when we least expect it. Here's what really got my attention. If you've got asthma, allergies, or even sensitive skin, those chemicals are like throwing kindling on a fire. They can make everything worse, coughing, wheezing, even that foggy feeling that makes it hard to think straight. I had a plug-in freshener in my room for years, and I'd wake up some nights coughing, wondering why I couldn't shake it. The label said soothing, calming, but it was doing the opposite, irritating my airways, keeping me from the deep sleep I needed. And it's not just about one night, it's what happens when you breathe that stuff in, night after night, year after year. Some folks even say it can mess with your hormones or cause bigger problems down the road. That's not what we want in our sanctuary, is it? But don't worry, I'm not saying you have to give up a room that smells like a dream. There's a better way, and it's simpler than you might think. Instead of those chemical-packed fresheners, try a diffuser with natural essential oils. Lavender's my favorite. It's gentle, helps you unwind, and doesn't leave your lungs gasping. Eucalyptus is good too, clears your head like a walk in the woods. If you love candles, look for ones made of beeswax or soy, scented with real oils, not fake stuff that burns toxic. I switched to a beeswax candle last year, and it's like night and day. No more waking up feeling heavy, just a soft, clean glow. And here's a little trick I stumbled on. Add a plant to your room. A peace lily, aloe vera, or snake plant. They're like quiet helpers, cleaning the air while you sleep, pulling out toxins without a fuss. Tonight, take a moment to look around your bedroom. Got a candle burning with no ingredient list? A plug-in humming away? Maybe a spray you spritz on your sheets? I'm not judging, I've been there. But think about this, your bedroom's where you go to heal, to rest, to be you. Don't you deserve air that lifts you up, not drags you down? Start small, swap one thing out, try a diffuser or a plant. You'll be amazed how it feels to breathe easy, to sleep deep, to wake up without that weight on your chest. It's not just about a nice smell, it's about a room that loves you back. Let's make that happen, one breath at a time. Number 2, heavy dark curtains. You've probably heard it 100 times. If you want good sleep, make your room dark. I believed it too. Hung up thick, heavy curtains to block out every speck of light. Street lamps, moonlight, early sun. I shut them all out, thinking I was building the perfect sleep cave. And sure, it helped me drift off faster, kept the room cozy and quiet. But there's a catch, and it's one I didn't see until it started weighing me down. Those blackout curtains might be helping you fall asleep, but they could be making it harder to wake up the way your body's meant to. For us folks over 60, that's a bigger deal than you might think. Here's how it works. Your body's got a clock inside, like an old pocket watch that keeps ticking. It's called your circadian rhythm, but don't let the fancy name scare you. It's just your brain's way of knowing when to sleep and when to rise. That clock loves sunlight. When the sun comes up and light creeps into your room, your brain gets the message. Time to wake up. It stops making melatonin, the hormone that keeps you sleepy, and starts pumping out serotonin, the one that lifts your mood and gives you energy. But if your room's sealed tight with heavy curtains, it's like keeping that watch in a drawer. It can't see the time. You might sleep 8 hours, even 9, but still wake up groggy, like you're wading through mud. Ever have one of those mornings where the bed feels like quicksand, and you can't figure out why? I used to, and I'd blame my age thinking, guess this is how it is now. But it wasn't me, it was the darkness holding me back. And it's not just about waking up. Those thick curtains do something else. They trap the air. They block the breeze, hold in dust and moisture, make your room feel stuffy like it's closing in. I noticed my bedroom started feeling humid, almost heavy, and I'd wake up with a dry throat or a headache I couldn't shake. Our lungs at our age need fresh air to do their job right. If the room's stale, your sleep suffers, and so does your energy. But here's what really hit home for me. Light isn't just about seeing, it's about feeling. Sunlight's like a friend who shows up to cheer you on. It boosts your mood, keeps you hopeful, makes the day feel possible. Without it, your brain can stay in a low gear, and you might feel flat, even a little blue without knowing why. I remember winter mornings when I'd pull back those curtains and just stand there, letting the light wash over me. It was like a spark went off inside. Suddenly I wanted to move, to live. Now, I'm not saying you need to sleep with the windows wide open or let the streetlights keep you up. You still need darkness to rest well. But there's a balance, and it's easier to find than you think. Try swapping those heavy blackout curtains for ones that filter light gently. They block the glare at night, but let in that soft morning glow that tells your body it's time to rise. Or if you're not ready for a change, just make it a habit to open your curtains first thing. Stand by the window for a minute, let the sun hit your face. It's like a warm handshake from the day, waking you up gentle and kind. I started doing that, and mornings felt different, clearer, like I had a purpose before my feet hit the floor. Your bedroom's your refuge, isn't it? A place to rest, to recharge, to feel like you again. But it's also where your day begins, and it should set you up to shine, not stumble. At our age, we've earned mornings that feel good, that give us energy to call a friend, tend the garden, or just sit with a cup of coffee and smile. So take a look at those curtains tonight. Are they helping you live, or keeping you stuck in the dark? Make one small shift, open them up, let the light in. You might be surprised how much brighter the world feels, inside and out. Number 1, your phone and other electronics. I want to get personal for a minute, because this one hits close to home. Tell me, friend, when you crawl into bed at night, is your phone right there with you? Do you scroll through a bit of news, check a message or two, maybe watch something to wind down? And in the morning, is it the first thing you reach for, before your eyes are even fully open? I'll raise my hand, I was guilty of it too. That little glowing screen felt like a lifeline, a way to stay connected, to ease into the day. But here's the hard truth I had to face, and I'm sharing it because I care. That phone's one of the biggest thieves of your sleep, your energy, maybe even your peace. For us folks over 60, good rest is like gold, and we can't afford to let it slip away. Let's break it down, plain and simple. Your brain's wired to follow light, like a plant turning toward the sun. When the day fades and the room gets dark, your brain starts making melatonin. That's the stuff that tells your body, time to rest. It's nature's lullaby, soothing you into sleep. But when you stare at your phone screen at night, that blue light blasting out, it's like flipping a switch in your head. It shouts, stay awake. It's daytime. Your brain shuts off the melatonin, leaving you wired when you should be winding down. Ever lie in bed, eyes heavy, but your mind won't settle? I'd toss and turn, wondering why I couldn't drift off, blaming stress or age. But it was my phone, tricking my brain into staying on high alert. And it doesn't stop once you fall asleep. That little buzz from a late-night text, the glow of a notification, even the habit of checking the time at 2 a.m., everyone pulls you out of deep sleep. That's the good stuff, the kind your body needs to heal, to recharge, to keep your mind sharp. Without it, you wake up feeling like you ran a marathon instead of rested. I used to wake up exhausted, my joints aching, my head foggy, and I'd think, well, this is what 70 feels like. But it wasn't age. It was my phone yanking me out of the rest I deserved. At our age, our sleep's fragile. We don't bounce back from interruptions like we did in our 30s. Every disturbance chips away at the energy we need to live our days fully. Here's something else that got me thinking. It's not just about sleep, it's about peace. That phone's always calling you, isn't it? A beep, a flash, a nudge to check one more thing. Even when it's quiet, it's there, tempting you to pick it up. I started noticing I wasn't relaxing at night. I was waiting, like part of me was still on duty. Your bedroom should be a place to let go, to be free, to rest without the world tugging at you. Don't you think we've earned that, after all these years? Now, I hear you, I did too. But I need my phone for the alarm, or I listen to music to fall asleep. I'm not saying you have to swear off it completely. There's a way to keep what you need without losing what matters. Try this. Charge your phone across the room, not on your nightstand, not under your pillow. Put it in airplane mode, face down, out of reach. If you use it for an alarm, get a simple clock instead. One with no lights, no notifications, just a gentle sound to wake you. I picked one up for a few bucks, and it was like cutting a cord I didn't know was tied. If music helps, use a small speaker, not your phone. And here's the big one. Give yourself 30 minutes before bed with no screens at all. Read a book, sip some tea, maybe just sit and think about the day. I started doing that, and it was like my mind remembered how to rest. Try it for a week, no phone in bed, no screens before sleep. I promise, it's like finding a key you didn't know you lost. Sleep feels deeper, mornings brighter. You wake up with energy, not a fog. Your bedroom's your sanctuary, friend. Let it be a place where you come first, not the world on that screen. You've got too many good days ahead to spend them tired. Make this one change, and watch how it ripples. What's it worth to wake up feeling like you again? Closing. Now let's take a breath together. We've talked about pillows, clutter, scents, curtains, phones. But this isn't really about things, is it? It's about you. Your bedroom's where your day begins and ends. It's where you heal, where you dream, where you find the strength to keep going. And at our age, we deserve a space that lifts us up, not pulls us down. I've lived long enough to know life throws plenty at us, aches, worries, changes we didn't ask for. But I've also learned this: small choices can make a big difference. That tired feeling? That foggy mind? It's not always just aging. Sometimes it's a pillow you can replace, a curtain you can open, a phone you can set aside. You don't need to do it all today. Just pick one thing. Maybe tonight, you leave the phone in another room. Maybe tomorrow, you peek under the bed. Start small, but start. Because here's what I believe: you're not here to fade quietly into the years. You're here to live, really live, with energy, with clarity, with joy. And it starts right there, in the room where you rest. So what'll it be? What's one little change you can make to take back your sleep, your health, your spark? I'm rooting for you, friend. Thanks for letting me share this with you. Let's make tonight the start of something better.